I guess, like, your brain is in between the sides of your skull. Yeah. Okay, I buy it. I approve. Oh my gosh, Novasol, you are asking way too many questions about ham math. See, I'm an expert in toilet paper math. Ham math is a totally different thing. I don't know how to add ham. Well, I can add ham. I just can't do any of the more complicated functions. Stream Hatman, hello! Oh my gosh, you played a game through another video game? Like Minecraft? Could've... Yeah. He could have done that. I have no idea. People are doing weird things these days. Well, speaking of weird, we've got a great GM coming for you. We've seen them every now and then. I'm glad that he has signed up to be a GM this year. Please, welcome on in. Wait, that is not Tempestrol. NPC, how did you get in here? NPC, where are you? Get out. Get out. Get out of here. It's Tempestrol. Tempestrol is our GM for today. NPC, no, you are not allowed to GM. You are still a player. You are still a player, Tempestrol. I want you to come here. Where are you? Where are you? Come on, Tempestrol. Tempestrol. Okay, here's the deal. NPC is not the GM. Tempestrol is. Tempestrol is doing a lot of setup right now. Oh no. So yeah, it looks like we're having a few technical issues getting everything set up. Do 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 do. So everybody just enjoy some Animal Crossing tunes, okay? If you were in Animal Chat, what animal would you be? Would you be... Well, I think guinea prince might be a duck. Yeah. I want to hear, what would your inner animal be? Would it be NPC? Would it be a fox? Okay, owl from Grasslam. Grasslam would be an owl. Wow. Living lies there. NPC would be a snow leopard. No, I think I know what NPC would be. Waluigi is a beast of some sorts. Not sure I'd say animal, but rawr. A very large badger. There would be a dog with a cowboy hat. A very specific animal. Okay, what animal would I used to daydream that I was a cat. Like, when I was a kid, I would just lay on the wood floor and just imagine all of the things I could get up to. And I would be a jerk, but then I would get really bored because, you know what, cats can't play video games. It's the rule. Just so everybody knows as well, the reason we're having tech issues is because somebody didn't test the emulator out until less than an hour before the match. Yeah, I'm gonna request that as well. Wait, they can't hear you. Oh, I can hear you, but nobody else can. Let me change you. Okay, I think you're good now.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, Tempestrel's here. Tempestrel was just saying, unzip the emulator more than 15 minutes before the match. So
Yes, please.
yeah. Yeah. So if you are one of the players, act now on your own. Otherwise,
You've had a month and a half, so
I'm gonna be so mad. So mad. Rawr. Actually, you know what? I can't really get mad at people. It's me. I know that honestly, playing video games on Twitch.tv might not be everybody's #1 priority in life. It is mine. But that's just because, you know. Do 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 do. Well, I'm working on getting everything captured, so we do need to talk about the game coming up today, because this is going to be an absolute blast.
Yeah,
we were
I sure
talking
hope you
about
didn't,
everyone's inner animal.
Oh, were we?
Yeah.
Well, can you guess what mine is?
I have no idea. No clue. No clue. Tempestrel with the picture of a raccoon.
The dragon.
A dragon? No.
No, it's a raccoon.
Yeah, I know.
My inner animal is a raccoon. My outer animal is a raccoon.
Gross.
No, wait a second. One second. Oh no, that sounds an awful lot like on all levels, but human, I'm a raccoon, and that's not how far I want to go with this. That's not where I want that to head.
Oh, that's okay. There was a solid 2 weeks where I played with the idea maybe I'm not human. Maybe I am an animal. And then about a week or two later, I was like, no, I'm pretty much a person. Nah. That was a fun 2 weeks of just literally nothing was different, except I thought maybe.
Just maybe. What if?
It's fun. Honestly, it's fun to challenge belief systems and just
my belief that I am a human is pretty unshakable.
Yeah, it's good to, I think, try faith systems and try to figure out what is going on in life. It's fun. I think it's something that people should do. But I think this game is going to challenge my faith system, because we've got a beautiful game. No, that's not the game. NPC, get out of here. Oh my gosh. He's just popping up all over the place today. I don't understand.
No, so okay, this is the game that I was trying to give out and I couldn't give out, and then I tried to give it out again and I couldn't give it out because of controller issues, and then I was just trying to give it out this time, and we might be running with 3 people.
Yeah, that is very possible. Which, honestly, if you are the person who didn't get everything set up ahead of time, don't feel bad. Just get it sorted out for your second match, please.
Yeah, and for the rest of you, you have had time.
Yeah.
I will know.
And everybody else, you can feel guilt, okay? I'm very good at knowing how to feel guilty. Which, honestly, you should feel guilty about this game.
That's a mood.
So, what do we have?
We have a wonderful game called The Crow, City of Angels for Sega Saturn.
Yeah, this is why I was talking about inner animals, because we've got this animal.
Oh, people know. The Crow. I had meant to watch this movie in anticipation of this game so that I could understand some context better. And there's some history that I can tell you about, but mainly why I chose this game was I was browsing at Gmu and just hitting random on Sega Saturn games, and I saw The Crow, City of Angels, and said to myself, there's absolutely no way that game is good. And I was right.
Yeah, that's true. I remember this from AVGN. He put out a video about 5 years ago, and it was a piece, okay? It's a piece of shovelware that probably never should have gotten published, but here we are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and trust me, it's very, very published. For better,
It is, it sure is content.
yeah.
This is mean for a round 1 pick. I disagree. I think this game is hilarious.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think it's that bad. Look, I have
same.
games from this same era of gaming that are way meaner.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I would agree that this being shovelware has plenty of problems, but big deal. Every game has plenty of problems, you know? It's just that this, the game is playable, but I think that the frustrations that come with it won't be trumped by the level of hilarity that the players have. They're gonna have a blast. Speaking of all the setup that we're doing right now, do you happen to have who's doing audio for us?
I will in a second. I am regularly unprepared for this question.
Welcome
Martin,
everybody to we are possibly one of the more ADHD groups around on twitch.tv.
Martin can do audio.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And is presently streaming.
Who's Martin?
Wonderful. Martin BBC.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll find him.
It's same as the Discord username, fortunately.
What the crap? Did somebody? Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'll just send you my.
Yep. Somebody switched out from the schedule since when I was setting up. So, no, maybe not. Maybe I was just dumb. Okay. There we go. Okay. This. You know what? Maybe that would explain why I wasn't seeing the stream.
One of our competitors' usernames is different in their Twitch.
Yes, I've got that one figured out. We're good.
Yeah, okay.
It was just the one that was especially correct I got wrong. Why? I don't know. Apparently I just copied some phantom names or something and posted them. I don't know. There's no explanation for Kuso6rande. That's going to be my theme for the day. No explanation for Kuso6rande, and no explanation needed either.
Well, there is a very good explanation for this particular game, but we'll let the game play and get into it before we make clear what that explanation is.
Yeah, give me a little bit. I am just a little bit behind. I know that we were sorting things out and such. So give me a sec. Give me a minute, a second, an hour. No, not an hour.
An hour. It's fine. I mean, look, let's not talk about when I woke up today, okay? You're fine.
When did you wake up?
1 o'clock.
Okay, who hasn't done that?
Well, but like I woke up, opened my phone, and then Kate pinged me, "Hey, it's time for your match."
It's time
and I went,
to give the game. Oh, so you woke up.
I went, nice.
Never mind. Okay. I think that's great.
I haven't been sleeping well. Like I just made coffee, so.
Okay, so you will be awake in a little bit.
Ready.
That's okay. That's okay. So that's why. That explains everything. What the crap is this music that we're listening to? Like, I know it's Blue Danube. No, on my playlist, we've got Blue Danube playing. Danube. Whatever, the river. It's a river.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Apparently it's Adam's Family's music. Okay. Thank you, Adam's Family, for being so inventive when it comes to audio and using that. Okay, I'm gonna turn up Z audio. Except that they don't actually have audio playing right now, so I can't hear it. Okay, We need to ping them. We gotta ping them to play some audio because I think I am ready for this match, whether y'all like it or not. Yeah, and you better like it, okay? Otherwise, I'm gonna be so angry. Rah! By the way, thank you so much, Valeric, Asuka, and Bad Check Pun for the subs. I think I thanked White Panther earlier. I'm not sure. We do have one broken JPEG player. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's why we have the K. Stands for Kellogg's and Kuso, which are strangely related somehow.
Very. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Okay, I am asking the players to let me know when they are all ready to begin, and then we will do the countdown and get things going. I'm probably going to have to recapture because welcome to literally any console other than Super Nintendo.
I'm pretty sure this
NES.
game understands. So, yeah.
Okay, here we go. So what should people spam when it comes to emotes?
Birds, knives, clowns, gangsters, if you have a gangster emote for some reason.
Oh, baby.
And
Cool. As soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. But yeah, birds. I don't have any crow emotes personally, but oh my gosh. Oh, we do have a goose. So
we do. Oh, I need to have audio on the participant we're listening to.
we're listening to Martin, and I accidentally marked the wrong person.
Skip this cutscene. Why would you not try and press buttons to skip the cutscene? Come on, skip. Oh, you're giving me anxiety here. Okay, great.
Okay.
So,
yeah, definitely started. Yeah.
Can you guess, just based on this intro area, is there another game this reminds you of? Listen to that butt rock.
Do you mean Resident Evil?
No, there's another particularly infamous Kuso, best known for its PS1 game that this game really reminded me of when I started playing it. I'm wondering if you can guess what that is, just based on how this works. You might get it when we get to the combat.
Okay, yeah, I might. Yeah, give me a sec. Let's go fight some people, and then I'll tell you what game this is. Well, I'm not looking at Karo Z.
Don't.
No, I'm recapturing stuff. Give me a little bit, and oh my gosh, this audio, it's so good.
Remember that part in the movie where the crow wandered around a parking lot forgetting how to walk? Yeah.
I haven't seen The Crow.
Neither have I.
So
I know that the first movie is the... hi, if you're seeing this and you're not already on Twitch TV, you can... I have words that are not appropriate for this stream, so I'll bite my tongue.
Uh-oh. Okay.
15 seconds.
Perfect Weapon?
Yes, Perfect Weapon. So
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, we've had it on Kuso6rande before, I think. It's
Don't call me out like that.
Or I only know it because of demo disc. The Perfect Weapon is this just abysmal tank controls beat 'em up game, and when I booted this up, I was like, this feels like Perfect Weapon. Why does this remind me of Perfect? Oh, it's because it's the same developers. No, this is Perfect Weapon 2.
Yep, as a matter of fact, we did have that last year, May 23rd. Yeah, Yagamoth was the victor that round. Yeah, and apparently Royal Blue Wizard was the person who chose that. I definitely do not remember it, though. I have zero memory of this or of that game.
It's really bad. Perfect Weapon is it's basically, imagine this, but in a post-apocalyptic setting and running a little faster. This game also has a PlayStation 1 version, but it runs at a less offensive speed.
Wait, it runs better? Okay. Honestly, I'm thinking of various games that came out for multiple consoles, and it's strange how some games ran very well on PS1 and some games definitely didn't. I'm thinking Glover. Glover for N64 is vastly superior to the PlayStation version. Why? I don't know.
It was developed originally for the N64, was it not? I could be mistaken on that. But in this case, it's just that the Saturn didn't really have like a real 3D process. Like, it didn't have like real 3D graphics. It used 2D graphics and like affine texture warping and stuff. So that's part of the reason.
Okay, gotcha. I like the music, though. It doesn't feel quite appropriate for what's happening here, especially with the crow noises coming in. Like, yeah, crow's gonna dance. Oh, yeah, crow's gonna dance. I'm just jamming out right now.
But it was quad based. Yeah. Well, okay. We can debate on what real 3D means. That's fair. What the Saturn was doing for 3D was not altogether too different from how traditionally sprite-based consoles were creating 3D polygons. Obviously it's creating these real 3D environments and it's pulling them off fine. But the method it's using to do so is leagues slower than what stuff like the PlayStation was doing.
I do love that, one of the people who worked on the audio here, one of them didn't really work on too many other games, but one worked on Turok 3. Shadow of Oblivion was the composer for that. Legends of Wrestling, Turok Evolution, NBA Jam in 2003. So, actually had a pretty decent career after this. And I can tell, all the farting sounds, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it works for that would work for Turok.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I loved the original Turok. I think I played a good deal of Turok 2 and maybe the third one, but I can't remember.
I'm just putting a vote in for one side.
Did I actually do better 3D animation than this game? I think I might have.
You may have.
That is kind of shameful. And I did that in Photoshop. And I purposefully lowered the frame rate.
Oh, nice.
And image quality. And it's still somehow better.
I've been doing some similarly jank stuff on my own time, trying to map out a game for Kuso6rande that doesn't have a map yet, but which needs one. And it's basically involved taking a recording of my emulator as I play and then outputting, like remixing that as a PNG sequence at 1 frame per second because I don't need high fidelity, and then cutting out those sections and fitting them into a puzzle piecing them into a PSD file, which is so far like 20 megabytes.
Okay.
It's getting big. We'll see. I'm probably going to spend all year waiting to give this game out, and when I do give it out, someone's going to try and assassinate me for giving it to them.
I'm very curious now. You can give me spoilers maybe at a later date, but I'm very curious. Oh, good. Good. Thank you. By the way, Jalbus and Zavane Close for those subs. Yeah, right now, it seems like the fighting in this game isn't fair at all. Or it's just impossible. What are the controls? How do you even fight in this?
Okay, so how this game works is you have tank controls.
Okay.
So you use the D-pad. You have, of course, 6 face buttons. The manual does not tell you that B and C do the same thing as the triggers, but they do. So B is punch and C is kick, or it's the other way around. Doesn't matter. They're punch and kick. And then, actually, I do need to go and look at the controls again. Never mind.
Yeah, honestly, I've played a lot of games with tank controls. I'm thinking like Alone in the Dark.
Right.
Definitely has issues, that game, but I still think is a very enjoyable game.
It makes sense when you have like fixed perspective cameras in this game, and so I think it was actually potentially the right choice. It's just that the way the game controls has additional issues. I see that one of our competitors has learned how to backflip. I forget how to do that. Let's see, what are the other buttons? Okay, so X is grab and run. So grab if you're close to an enemy, sort of in the fighting stance, which, what's his name? Ash gets into by default when he's close to enemies. And then you can hold it to run. Y is to block, but only when you're near an enemy. And then Z is crouch, which I don't know how useful that is. You can technically dodge things, but if you get kicked while you're crouching, you can't attack.
Well, I think Martin has a gun,
he has a gun. Oh,
with tank controls, this sounds like pretty much the worst thing you could possibly have.
That's a rocket launcher. He can kill himself with that by accident.
Wait, really? Okay, everybody watch Martin die.
Oh, I'm waiting for him to blow himself up. You can use it safely, but it's really hard, especially in this area because it's so cluttered and the camera angles are so low. It's really hard to tell what is in your line of sight and what's not. The worst part about this is that the walking, you have a really slow acceleration and a really slow deceleration, so it feels like you're piloting a brick. And it's not made any better by the fact that sometimes you just can't move. Like, you'll see that when Ash gets to the edge of the screen, he'll stop walking.
Yes.
And then they'll transition. And while he's doing that, the entire game, all the AI stops. Then the camera changes, and then the game starts playing again.
Yeah, that would be very annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
Although, thank goodness the AI stops. I would be very concerned if it didn't.
I think it does. I actually may be wrong about that one. I would not be surprised if the game cheats.
So it looks
but I
like
think it stopped.
At the bottom left. Welcome to me. Yeah, we're making a decent amount of progress here. It looks like we are in the red spotlight room, and Zimmy is entering there as well. Salamiri, that is the name of our bottom left player, although on Discord they are known as Piper. Currently getting through more of this biker bar. I want Martin to get there as well so that we can see a giant explosion.
Yeah. Getting out of this room, I don't blame them. Getting out of this room is really tough. There's that pillar right where they're walking towards. Yeah, that's the exit, I think. Wait, okay. Is that the exit? It should be.
Game, why are you not? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I hate this. If you cannot see the exit,
there it is.
That's pretty.
There's the exit.
Pretty trash. Okay.
It doesn't help that, like, sometimes if you're like stuck on geometry and you try and walk away from it, if you try and walk away from it at an angle that isn't like severe enough, the game thinks you're stuck on it. It's really annoying.
So there were some people who said you were being especially cruel giving this game out this early, but you said that it felt oh, Martin, die! I want to see this. I want to see this.
Use the rocket launcher or grenade launcher. Ah, there he goes. Don't pick up the grenade launcher. This is too enclosed of a space to use it effectively, in my opinion. Wonderful.
Well, yeah, rocket launcher. They're generally meant for outdoor use, you know.
Yeah, generally.
Why did you choose this game for this early on?
Because I've tried to give it out 3 times and my patience has run thin. But I guess I tried to give it out the first round. Because it's so spectacular and I really wanted to give out a Sega Saturn game.
Okay.
I don't know. Why this as opposed to later? It didn't feel. This game doesn't have a whole lot to figure out, right? You walk and you punch, and that's hard, but it's not like hard to decipher or unnecessarily difficult. Hold up. Yeah, Listener is picking up a propane tank. That's dangerous.
Throw it.
He's gonna walk real slow. Probably gonna realize he's walking slow and go, this is unusable. Or not. Let's see if he kills himself with it by accident. I don't know. I figured this game didn't have any weird stuff to like figure out. You just sort of play the game.
Yeah, it feels a little bit jank. I know that Hedge Maze said that she really enjoyed playing this game. But then again, Hedge Maze likes a lot of weird PlayStation games, so I'm not too surprised.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's not complex. And I figured, you know what? Oh, whoa, wait. One of the characters in this level has a gun. I didn't even realize that. I always killed him way too early.
Uh-oh.
So the guns in this game are by far... Oh, and here's our first game over. The guns in this game are by far the scariest thing.
Hey, clown face.
And Ilsamiri is actually in level 2 now.
Very, very nice. We are... yeah, I saw Zimmy looked like he got a game over, is going to be starting again. How do you even tell how many lives you have?
So you see your health bar?
Yes.
Your health bar has 3 segments. Right now, Ilsamiri is actually doing incredibly well. Has sort of a third of one health bar, and then you can tell because it's sort of 1/3 the thickness. Once you lose that, the other 2 bars expand to fill the space, and it can be kind of tough to see how much health you have. But,
is it the little like red bar above the green? Yeah. So Martin is in trouble, essentially.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, gotcha. That's all I really need. Okay, the red means you're almost dead. Red means dead. Yeah, red dead.
3 life bars.
Everybody knows red dead.
Or, actually, maybe Ilsamiri isn't on the 3rd stage, or the 2nd stage. Maybe at the end of the first one. Oh, Twitch.
There was a question in Discord about, am I supposed to be doing continue? And I think for stage 1, it probably doesn't really matter.
For stage 1, it doesn't matter. If you die on the 2nd stage, I have passwords.
Well, we're almost 15 minutes into this match. This is actually flying by. This is a lot of fun. Martin goes to heaven. It's a pretty place.
Oh, yep.
I want to hear... Oh no, bald child.
I'm sorry, Dad. Now we can never be together. You must remain here forever.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that is the best.
So
I'm sorry, Dad. We could never be together. You must remain here forever.
So maybe I should briefly go over what the crow is.
I think that might help people here, sure.
Let me just quickly put down passwords for the next 2 levels. And if we get further on the
gosh.
So yeah, so Ilsamiri is doing super well, is already on the pier, and this isn't a super long level. So
yeah.
The crow is I would hesitate to say superhero, but a comic book character created in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
And the basic idea was this guy and his girlfriend are stop at the side of the road, and they're sort of beset by gangsters. They're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they're murdered. And the guy whose name I'm forgetting now is resurrected by this, I guess, crow, who I don't know if it's by the crow or the crow just happens to be like a sort of...
I think specifically by the crow from what I'm seeing, yeah.
Well, so this is based on the film, though, and there were the second film, and the sort of metaphysical aspect of the crow as a character is played up much more heavily in the film. So it's a little different in the comic, but basically, this is, I think, one of, if not the most successful black and white self-published comics of all time.
Really?
And if you like dark revenge stories, I should warn you, it's incredibly dark, but if you like dark revenge stories, then it is very well done. It's beautifully illustrated, very well written. The first movie was actually had Brandon Lee in it, and it's sort of infamous now for being the film that killed Brandon Lee. He died from injuries on set after doing some stunts.
Really? Oh no.
Yep, just like his father. And they actually managed to publish cut and publish the final film, even given that he died, I think, like 16 days before the end of shooting or something like that.
Yeah.
This is the second film in that series. I don't even know if it was done by the same director. Obviously, Brandon Lee's not in it, and it follows a different character who has been resurrected as the Crow. So Ash is not the original Crow.
Yeah.
I don't know the story of this one.
From what I see, Ash apparently was witnessed a gang of Judah's henchmen murdering a fellow drug dealer, and then Ash and his 8-year-old son were dumped into a harbor. So yeah, his son is dead, but then Ash is brought back. It appears that his son, who we saw in the beautiful cutscene when you get a game over, wasn't brought back. So yeah, definitely a revenge story on Ash's part. The Crow brought him back and Ash gets guided by the Crow to go after the henchmen one by one. Yeah. Well, that's a fun and happy story, which makes that final cutscene at the end of this game all the better. All the better. It seems like they might have missed the mark for what the movie was going for. Just a guess.
Yeah,
tiny bit. You know what? I'm thinking though, if I were acting in a movie and got into an accident and I knew I was going to die from what happened, I'd be like, go on, Billy Bob. Finish filming this. Put me up on the silver screen so that people can remember me forever. Maybe even do a 3D animation of me. Doesn't have to be high polygon or whatever. You can go ahead and steal my appearance and my voice and use them in movies till the end of time. Blah. Final words right there.
Yeah, those are some verbose final words.
Yeah, they're like, you gonna wrap this up? Come on. How are we gonna put this on your tombstone? This is a really long run-on sentence. Billy Bob!
Women want me, fish fear me. I am alone on this barren earth, etc., etc.
Yeah,
Have you seen those extremely long fishing hats?
No, I haven't.
Those things. Oh, the whole women want me, fish fear me hat joke has gotten really long. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna talk about the game. So Isomiri is on a level that I really struggled with. Both of these dudes have guns, and 2 other dudes with guns are gonna show up. They shoot at about the same rate. You can move forward, and when you're in combat stance, you move very, very slowly. This is brutally difficult, and I don't know if anyone will make it past this stage because of how much damage the guns do. The best strategy that I found for getting off the deck of the ship, and yes, he is on level 3 now. The best strategy I found for getting off the deck of the ship was you see that gun right in the center of the bow there? So you can hold A to make Ash walk towards objects to pick them up. I think that's basically a developer hack to make sure that picking up items worked correctly.
Yeah, these sea
so you
men are
picks
pretty
it up,
fierce.
And you just have to get lucky that you shoot the right person. You have to rotate slightly to the right a little bit and shoot the first dude off screen, and then rotate more to the right and shoot the next guy off screen. That's the best setup I could find, and it's super imprecise and awful.
Yeah, I've done a little. Tank control shooting is pretty much some of the worst that exists out there, and it takes a lot of patience in order to get any good at it. I'm thinking I've done it in Alone in the Dark. It's terrible. People have done it in Resident Evil. Also really terrible. But if you don't rush, you can usually shoot them just fine. To be fair, though, using a pistol, it's really difficult to aim at anything that's not 6 feet in front of you. Yeah, if you just pick up a pistol randomly and have never used it, you are not going to hit anything. And I just believe Ash has never used a gun. Never?
Probably never.
Yeah. I think that that's pretty much true with any. It takes a lot of practice to get literally any good with firearms, and honestly, I don't really care to use them now. I don't know. I grew up in rural Utah. We had plenty of guns. I don't care.
I'm a pretty good shot with like an airsoft gun, but actual firearms scare the living.
Oh, I got my rifle merit badge. Yeah.
Oh, you can, yeah. So you can. Well, yeah. BSA is different from Scouts International. You can get that there. I don't know if Scouts International actually has a shooting badge. I did Scouts as well, but
I did also get my archery badge. Oh, did I get my shotgun one as well? I might have.
Shotgun badge.
I usually wasn't a very good shot when it came to the shotgun, but I think I got it.
Yeah, DeWolf basically sums it up the same way that guns are super cool. I never want to touch a real one ever. I've shot a Glock 17 once, and I think that was enough. Thanks.
Mind you, I have permanent hearing loss because of growing up in rural Utah. You know.
Yep.
So yeah, I really don't need to. If it absolutely came down to it, though, to defending people who I love, and for some reason somebody threw a rifle at me and said, use this or everybody dies, then pew pew, I could do it. I could do it. Might accidentally shoot the cans behind him, though. Those are more interesting. Karozy is saying this is a very American conversation. Yeah, it really is. I just don't care. I'm very much more of a pacifist now, except in defense.
So Kuso6rande is having such a bad time with the boat level. He asked, "Can I just reset? Like rather than use the passwords?" I think because his health was not at an ideal state. Although, when you use a password, it gives you full health, so...
Actually, yeah, here's better self-defense than having a gun. If somebody is there, you scream and you go for the eyes, okay? Show no mercy. Show no mercy. You terrify them, and then you make it so they can't see, and then bam, you win. Or run away. That's probably a better option. Scream and run away.
Hey, clown face.
Hey, clown face.
It's so good. Give me 1 sec. I have some coffee waiting for me.
Go get it. Yeah, okay, I enjoy the various self-defense strats. Simply put, if I knew that somebody was trying to destroy my eyes, I would probably get out of there ASAP. I would not be super thrilled about that. Yeah, the screaming is the most important thing because nobody expects you to just scream like a banshee. See? Yeah, like that. I'm not sure that would scare too many people away. I would have to do something a little louder. Yeah. Well, I think the players are loving this game, I guess. Piper, by the way, was asking if he can just reset in order to go back to the title screen. That is 100% allowed. Definitely a strategy that you can use at times if you know you're just going to get a really quick game over because you took too much damage early on. Sure, reset, enter the password, it might be faster. Not always helpful, though. You know, you have to gauge if that's going to help you make progress on the long run. Now, Martin and Zimmy Cakes are both definitely struggling to get caught up to Isalamiri. Isalamiri is doing a solid job right now. You know who else is doing a solid job? The people who put together this music. This guitar has just been going on for minutes, I guess. The drummer, I dig the drummer. The drummer is good here. Now, I wonder a little bit. The lead programmer, Stefan Posthuma, ended up doing quite a bit with EA later on and worked on The Sims 4 Get to Work. Also designed some maps for The Apprentice. Is this... Okay, thank goodness. It's not based...
The Apprentice?
No.
The video game? That sounds kind of hilarious, I'm gonna be honest.
It's a CDI game.
Oh, okay.
CDI platformer. Yeah.
I don't even know what you would do in a game based on the game show. Is that what that was? A game show, effectively, a business game show? That would be really funny.
They called it reality. They called it reality TV. Okay, that's what they
reality
advertised
TV.
it as. But no, it was just Donald Trump trying to find out who he really liked and then letting them get the job. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't believe America's real. I can't believe. But that's okay. That's okay. We're getting back to less of an apocalypse. You know, taking a lot of time. But you can't exactly end the apocalypse in one day. One of the people who worked on this, by the way, also ended up working as one of the main management people for Luigi's Mansion 3.
That's a good game.
Definitely
cool.
Better than his programming. He did great as a manager.
Yeah, probably.
He also produced Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Yeah, definitely got a huge upgrade from this company. Specifically, this was developed by Gray Matter Incorporated. They made other great games like Road Raider, Techno Cop. Oh my gosh, they made Techno Cop. I love this company. Okay, never mind. They're perfect. They're absolutely amazing. The final game that they made was Perfect Weapon. They also made a version of Wayne's World, it looks like. Wait, so this isn't the sequel to Perfect Weapon. This is the prequel.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I guess I mistook the times. Great Man Interactive. Hold up. No, American. Hold up. What are you... I'm seeing comment. Yeah, that's right. Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3 were developed in Canada. Are these developers Canadian?
Yeah, they are in Ontario, Canada. Yes.
Am I... Gray Matter? Oh, wrong Gray Matter. Oh, cool. Yo, they're in Oakville. Awesome.
Do you know where that is?
Yeah. It's near Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, it's closer to like Kitchener-Waterloo, I think, isn't it?
Apparently, at one point, this was Canada's biggest video game developer. Unfortunately, there were some issues with the government, labor issues specifically, and then people stopped buying video games from them, possibly because they released The Crow, and then they went out of business. I love that they blame the government when here are the games that they put out. Wayne's World, The Terminator for Super Nintendo. Yeah. Incredible Crash Dummies. Oh my gosh, Vidiots. Yeah.
Vidiots is the best Ren and Stimpy game on the Super Nintendo out of 4, but that's not saying a lot.
No, it's not saying a lot at all. Captain Planet and the Planeteers, huh? Everybody's favorite Nintendo game. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that maybe the government wasn't their biggest hurdle.
Yeah, probably not. That's pretty unfortunate. It really tickles me every time I learn that there was a Canadian developer. Because there's a lot of game dev that still happens in Canada, in Montreal, in Toronto.
Yeah,
I know a couple game devs in Ottawa even, which is great.
Some of these people really worked on or moved on and worked on some great games, you know. Siphon Filter, Dark Mirror. I don't know if that's a good one, but I think it is. Resident Evil, Operation Raccoon City. Was that any good?
I don't know. It's Resident Evil, so it's probably at least half decent if it came before 5.
We're gonna
six,
have to
which was
hear
the
what
first time
chat
one.
says. Yeah.
Not really. Oh well, I haven't played it. The most recent Resident Evil game that I own is a Code Veronica for the Dreamcast, and I still haven't beaten it.
Some of these names really make me laugh, by the way, because we've got Stefan Posthuma, which sounds like he died.
I thought you were saying that he died. It took me a second to realize it was his last name.
And then you've got Hugh Cruttenden. I don't know what Cruttenden is, but yeah.
Hey, clown
Yeah.
face.
I guess only two really funny names. Okay. I'm sorry to disappoint everybody here. Sorry to
Only
disappoint.
Looks like Yosemite may actually be making some progress on the boat.
Very
You can
nice.
see how much health is being taken out by these pistol dudes.
So, question is Martin still in the first stage, or is this the second one?
Both our other competitors on the top are both in the first stage.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Honestly, it's a little bit. Even though they are very different locations,
Yeah.
the second stage, like everything still has the same color palette and is kind of vomitous looking. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry,
sort of hard to
bars. You need to have different lighting. Everybody, if you're going to go and start a business and start your own bar, don't just make the ground out of dirt and
Yeah.
then use like the cheapest lighting that you can get. No, invest, okay? Like that red spotlight, that is a good one. I like that red light right there on Zimmy's screen. But the other
on
lights,
Denmark.
yeah, very disappointing.
Oh
And
man,
then the chairs.
You get tag teams sometimes. That's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, wow, tag teams on both screens here on the left side. It's really hard to fight more than one character at a time. My general strategy is to perform the roundhouse kick, which is done by holding, and it changes. It changes depending on your facing and also the orientation of the enemies relative to Ash. But it's by holding sideways or back sometimes and pressing kick, and he'll do a roundhouse kick that has a nice wide arc, and it comes out pretty quick, and it does decent damage provided it's not blocked. So I find that is usually a good move to throw out.
By the way, I found the manual and the lore
yeah.
from the manual. So let me go ahead and read this out. I need to
Go ahead.
How do you think a crow would sound?
You know what? I've read the manual, and I don't know how the crow sounds. Okay, go ahead. That works.
Ash! No, I don't think I should do that. Ash! Once you thought the worst that could happen was to die, until a bunch of twisted punks killed you. Now you know the truth. Gah! There are worse things than dying, like having your soul trapped between the worlds of light and dark, the worlds of life and death. Now your non-life takes on a desperate urgency you never knew when you lived. Ah! You must find and destroy those who cast you into this hellish, half-lit zone of junkies, bikers, and killing illusions. Sarah, a kind-hearted artist, I guess, is the one person you can trust, but can she trust you? Rely on you? Ah! You've got to destroy scum like Curve and Nemo. What?
Yeah.
Hey. Sorry, Marlon. Killing Nemo is going to be the next. Yeah. Deal with the menacing Kali, survive the surreal Day of the Dead festival, and with a little help vanquish June and the evil being who started your soul spiraling into this ungodly nightmare. Ka! That's it. Okay. So, yeah, there we go. The manual really didn't have much information there. We're apparently
really
in the
doesn't.
City of Angels, though.
Yeah, so I'm not totally clear on the context here, and I think at least Faizu has seen the movie, so maybe he can help us with this. Is Ash in purgatory? I don't think this is a real location. Like, I don't think this is the world of the living, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, what's strange is that, like, the manual, it talks about how the guys in the biker bar are eager to mess with your mind and your quote-unquote body.
Yeah, well, so Ash is reincarnated. He literally pulls himself out of a grave, and so does the Crow traditionally. And actually, the Crow actually goes back to his grave once he's finished his mission.
So I wonder, why would you come back from the grave if you're going to a fake place?
The real world. Okay, well, I have no idea then. I genuinely have no clue.
Well,
it is confusing.
The description of the ship is so good, by the way. This dock ship is crawling with danger, knife-throwing thugs, some nasty dudes with machine guns, and areas that crackle with menace. What?
We'll see the crackling. There's an electric rope or an electric wire section that you have to use to traverse.
Wait, so that's just teasing that there is an electric wire somewhere? That's so dumb.
I think so.
That's so dumb.
One thing that I think our participants on the top I think Zimmy's figured it out. I don't know if Martin has, is that the Crow actually points the direction to the next area.
Ooh.
Now, I suspected that this was the case, but I didn't realize it was actually happening until Hedgemaze told me. So, shows what I know.
What about the Crow icon at the top of the screen?
I think that shows up when you're in combat? I don't know. It doesn't seem consistent. It goes away sometimes.
Let me see if there's any information in the manual here. By the way, one of the weapons that you can get is a crowbar, so don't worry. They thought of that, everybody. Gosh, okay. Back. There's information on the HUD.
Martin's like, it's really easy to get out of where Martin is. He just needs to go down. Well, not anymore. Yeah, still down, actually. Follow the Crow.
It's called completion warning.
Into the red area, Martin. There you are.
What?
There you go, buddy.
Okay, so apparently the Crow at the top of the screen is a timer.
Oh. What?
You only have limited time to complete an area before the Crow icon in the top center of the screen begins to disintegrate. As this happens, Ash becomes weaker and his foes stronger.
What? That explains so much. What? That explains why the game is complete bullcrap the longer you play. That explains a lot, actually. I had no idea. And I read the manual. I must have missed that part.
I love that it's called the completion warning. It's not called the timer.
Yeah, careful. You're getting close to completing this game. Are you sure? Your mental's like, oh no, oh my mind.
Oh geez, yeah. Isalamiri is having a hard time hitting anything with this pipe writ, or maybe just a pipe. I don't know.
He's really close to those propane tanks too. If you damage those propane tanks, they explode and kill you. They deal, I think, over a full bar of damage.
That's death anyway. Go enjoy the afterlife, Ash. Except that for some reason you can't go be with your son if you die a second time. I don't understand this. Why? Why are you not allowed to be with your son if you double die? Do you go to double hell?
I don't know. I don't know if that's ever explored in the comic or in.
Can anybody here help us? Anybody? Apparently, Dr. Dickens from Godzilla 2 can't help us. Thank you, Dr. Dickens. Useless as usual.
Why is that who you're going to for your...
That's what chat went to. Thank you, chat. And Nightbot is just reminding me of how much... Well, Okay, in Godzilla 2, you can just go ask the various scientists and such to help, or, like, get information from them. And Dr. Dickens almost always says, I can't help you, or says something useful, or useless. Like, one time she's like, I think the dinosaurs are in love.
Are those MSN bots you're talking about? Why do I know these names?
MSN? No, I'm talking
Not
about
MSN.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Do you know what a Godzilla is?
Yes.
Okay,
I don't
do you
know why,
what...
but in my mind, I was like, is this not MSN? What was I thinking of? The instant messenger.
I mean, there was MSN Messenger. Yeah, I
MSN
used that.
I was thinking about that for some reason.
What the crap does that have to do with Dr. Dickens? Did you talk to Dr. Dickens on MSN?
No. There was like they had all these like AI chatbots that you could connect to. Remember, built into the program. I barely remember. I was like 4.
I don't think I ever did.
You know what? It's not nice to you.
Yeah, you should not talk to Dr. Dickens, though, okay? She is terrible. She's just crap. Worst AI that has ever existed in a video game. Because it's none. There is no intelligence in that artificialness. Oh. But yeah, oh my gosh, I do remember sitting on the computer like for hours on MSN. I think this was after we got DSL. DSL? Was it DSL? I think it was DSL. Welcome to all these acronyms that nobody uses today. But yeah,
broadband through a phone line.
Yeah.
Not dial up, but broadband through a phone line. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
They still offer that in my area.
And it was great. It was great that I could actually like just talk to random people on the internet and not have to worry too much about whether or not anybody could call.
Yep. I remember that when I was a kid. We had dial up.
Oh, East Salamiri was ducking in order to lure the guy in. Good choice. He can't shoot you if you're ducking. And then you can just... Oh, wait. He can still punch you, I guess.
It's rad. I can't tell.
He's brutal. He's brutal.
I'm having a really hard time telling if Zimmy or Martin is in the lead. I'm probably going to need to... Well, between the two of them, obviously Islamiri is like way ahead of everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to need to... I'm going to need to review the VOD probably to tell which of these players is ahead of the other.
Well, we've got 15 minutes left. Last chance bar on Zimmy Cake's screen, starting the level over. Martin just can't figure out where to go.
Yeah, well, and you know the crow does point your way, but it doesn't point your way super well, and the camera, the camera perspectives frequently make the room look different. Like, you know, the camera, the room from one perspective might look very different from how you thought it did in another perspective, and that's unfortunate. They could have fixed that problem.
Well, by simply put,
making
they're not
a better game.
It's not really a 3D picture that you're looking at. You're looking at a flat image that was put together by somebody. And guess what? If you had multiple artists or a very limited amount of time for everybody to work on those, it's going to have issues. And yeah.
Hey, clown face.
Hey, clown face. Oh no, the lady threw bottles at him. Oh, she is unhappy.
I hope you are enjoying this butt rock that we're never gonna get to hear the rest of the game. Although I don't think the music really changes for the rest of the game either. not in any meaningful capacity.
Compared to pretty much any other type of music, I can deal with this for an hour, you know? This is better than Spiss Popped for an hour. Like
it is, but it's really, really loud. Like, I don't know if it's as loud for you as it is for the competitors, but when you load up this game, it is like deafening.
I have it balanced. Yeah. So I don't have to listen like at I'm going to destroy my ears volume. Oh, I am so glad I learned how to use a limiter.
It's really nice to have, isn't it?
Yeah, and a compressor so we can actually hear some of the quieter parts. Like, using all of that makes games on this stream so much easier to listen to.
And it means that, like, it's great too for, like, I have a compressor on my mic, and it means I can get up all up close, and I can be loud, and I don't have to worry about clipping all that much. It's nice.
Yes,
Everyone should use one. It makes your like instant way to make your stream sound a billion times more professional. Get a compressor, 18:1 ratio, 15 decibels cutoff or something like that.
There's
Perfect.
there is literally a filter in OBS that you can put onto your mic channel that will do that. And
it's built into OBS, and it does a good job of it too. It's a good compressor, all things considered.
That is a fast and easy way to instantly improve your mic quality.
I'm jealous of my brother though. He's a professional audio engineer, and he's got like a nice setup in his basement with he has like a hardware backed compressor, and so his audio interface does that all for him. Ooh. And his sounds a lot nicer, but to be fair, he can do a lot of stuff on his compressor on his interface that I can't on this one.
Well, understandable. I mean, if that's his main job, dealing with audio, then yeah, great. Yeah, I do have a pretty nice mic. I'm very picky when it comes to sound. Like, I still don't know if I absolutely like my entire setup. I think it's a lot better than maybe even last year, but there's still.
I think so. I think this year's audio sounds really crisp, personally. And I will say as well, the consistency in audio levels is really, really good this year.
Oh my gosh! If you ever watch any of the old videos, like from the second year, maybe even the third year, there are times where the audio is just like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to... No hostages and no survivors. You're dead. And that's just how we rolled with it.
I will say, someone says, it's funny how thousands of dollars in hardware can be better than free software. Yeah, I mean, I have a Focusrite Scarlett 6i6, first generation, but it works fine, and an AT20, an Audio-Technica AT2020 for my mic. Not everyone needs that, but for me, when I'm streaming, what I love about having the audio interface is that because it has 6 output channels, it gives Windows these extra hardware-backed audio outputs, so I can put but they all get monitored through the same set of headphones, so I can put Discord on line 3-4, and I can put a music player on line 5-6, and then my main game on 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
And then have all of those be individually balanced in OBS. Yep. And I can even choose to or not to send like some of them to my recording or to my stream using the advanced audio properties panel. And I hear all of them the way I want to. And I can even completely, if I hate the way a game sounds, I can completely mute it in my monitoring software, and it doesn't affect how the stream hears everything. And that makes things so easy. Like, I never ever have to use voice meter. I bought this to avoid using voice meter because I think voice meter adds some latency that I'm not fond of.
I also do not use voice meter personally. Yeah, I would say that there are some really, really easy, free ways to improve your quality. Honestly, you know what? I've been working on the Kuso6rande website. It would be good if I could just like slap up some easy ways to improve stream audio tips there, because it is like...
You want me to write for your website? I can provide articles.
Maybe. I can't pay you.
No, that's fine. You're not paying me for this either.
Shut up!
Right?
Don't tell them.
You aren't paying me, right? If we're getting paid, that's news.
No, I can't
I volunteered to play garbage.
One day I would love to pay people. You know, maybe when we're at our 20th anniversary show. Kuso6rande. We all wear gold clothing weaved out of gold. Because, yeah, and our GMs, living at the top of the towers. All the towers. The whole world. Every tower has a GM. Yeah, honestly, I think subjecting people to our nightmares is probably payment enough for most people. I mean, heck, it was payment enough for me for a really, really long time. And honestly, yeah, I'd probably still be doing this even if it wasn't something that ended up being a career. This is just so much fun.
It is great, and I'm really glad to see that you're experiencing success with this.
And Cousin Gordon, to answer you in chat, yes, I did take my morning med. Yes, I did.
I think it's really funny how your family members keep watching this stream, but it's like a new family member every single time. Like, to answer my aunt in chat, or to answer my cousin in chat, like, you have like a seemingly infinite number of family members who
have you seen families in Utah?
Well, no, yeah.
They are infinite. They are infinite. They just...
My dad's family is from the Midwest, and my dad's family is from Manitoba. And my extended family isn't too large, but his extended family is colossal.
Yeah, I have no idea, like, how many nieces and nephews, or like great nieces, or not great, like, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know how many cousins I have. It's gotta be a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Like, probably 30 or 40 at least. Maybe more.
A lot.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's the electric wire section.
Oh, yes.
So, okay, so, East Telemiri is here. You can press, is it left and right or up and down? It's one of the two. You can press, I think, left and right to switch wires on this section. And the idea is that you're basically supposed to swap conduits. Because we're using Beetle PSX and not Kronos, the layering on these electrical effects is not correct, and that's something I didn't know was going to happen, but the game was not running at full speed with Kronos, so... it works fine on my computer, but I think it's hardware backed, I think, which is why Beetle works better on this one, I believe.
I'm so glad that the AI for the electricity stops when you transition screen. It's just...
Yup. It is like that. I don't know if we've seen this so far, but I like, sometimes the AI is kind of dumb, and one thing you can do is, like, it's very easy to get out of alignment with an enemy and sort of kick into the air, but they'll do the same thing sometimes where they'll just repeatedly kick into the air beside you and not do anything.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you'll, like, be kicking and not be giving yourself enough time to start rotating to face the enemy, and they'll be doing the same thing, and so you'll just sort of crump together for a couple of minutes, and it...
Hey, Martin is on stage 2, it looks like. The music is different. I'm about 90% sure this is the stage 2.
I believe this is stage 2. Yes, this is the pier.
Yeah! Everybody, this is no longer a bar. You know what? If your bar looks like a pier outside, you just need to, like, invest in your bar. You know, put a little money in. Like, a little money can really bring in a lot of money, okay? Spend a little money, make a lot of money. Money, money. You know, and if you're going to start a bar, realize that you're going to lose money for a little while as you get your initial investments in, because that's just how it goes, okay? If you're not willing to spend that money, you're just going to go out of business.
I'm so glad there's, like, a clear regional difference.
Hey, Zimmy is onto the pier as well.
Hey, wow. Very nice. Well, and now, now it's less clear again.
Well,
that's fine.
No, keep your, like, we just need to make sure that we keep our eyes on these two players, because we don't know how far they're going to make it. Gosh, the sound effect, or the music, I guess not sound effects, but the music in this section is so good. What do you do if your bar is on a pier? You're just hosed. Sorry, chat. Do not put your bar on a pier.
A lot of bars on piers.
Who's gonna...
They're probably like all called the Black Dog or something to that effect.
Oh my gosh.
It's true. How many bars called the Black Dog do you know of? In Utah,
Literally
I don't know.
None. We have the White
No?
Owl.
Oh. Yeah, the Black Dog is like the stereotypical bar name. It's, I guess maybe in Utah that's not like a common thing, but anywhere even remotely close to a maritime area seems to have a bar called the Black Dog.
I could make a joke about that, but I'm not going to. No, there's like, I think there are 2 bars in town. I only really know of one because the other one just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think their food is nearly as good as the other one. And so all the young people go to the one that has good food.
Yeah.
And simply put, if you have good enough food, you're going to get the Mormons to go there anyway. They won't get alcohol, but they will still eat the food there. Some of them, the young ones, the hip ones. The older ones will be like, no, we're not going there.
Black Dog, I'm seeing Salty Dog anchors, like the Rusty Anchor or something like that. My favorite bar in my city actually closed down around June last year, which was a real shame because it was also the only decent gaming bar in my city, and I knew the owners and the employees who all worked there, so I'd just show up and hang out. It was great.
Gaming
Like
bar?
only bar. Yeah. So well, like some places have like barcades, right? Where like place where you go get a drink and sometimes you pay a cover fee. This place didn't have one, but you sit down. They have a console set up and you can like rent a game. You can request like a game from behind the counter.
Actually, I think there's a place in Salt Lake that does that. It's been so long since I've been down there too, and who knows if they're still open after all of this.
I really liked this place because it was man. I feel sad every time. I really hope Vince gets back on his feet and is able to open up a new business. I don't blame him if he doesn't want to, but Vince is a good dude. The Blurry Pixel in Ottawa, great bar, and I'd recommend anybody go there because the people who work there are awesome, except it's closed, and it makes me infinitely sad when I remember that. Oh well.
Aw, yeah, I would say that, everybody... Oh no, time is up! I got distracted!
It's him! Well, so I think we have a pretty clear separation then.
Yes.
We've got Il Salamiri in first place, and then Martin Baby Z in second, and Zimmy Cakes in third, but a very close third. He was, I think, 1 or 2 screens behind basically the whole time. So it wasn't clear to me which one of those 2 on top was in front. I just got 27,000 channel points. Nice.
Wow. A betting man here.
Oh.
Yeah.
That on the side with 2 competitors instead of 1. I don't know anything about any of them.
There we go. Honestly, I believe Zimmy has been around for a little while. Salamiri is a very new player. Exciting to see how they were able to do. Go ahead and let them know. How do you feel that the players did this match?
I think our players did great. I mean, holy cow, Il Salamiri did amazingly well. Like, moved on to the second stage way faster than I was expecting. And then the second one's easy, and then the third stage, I was really surprised at how far he got. I struggled to get that far myself.
Hello there, Salamiri, aka Piper. Congratulations on your victory today. Oh, let me turn you up. Gotta crank up the sound there. Yeah, so talk to me a little bit about your experience with this game, The Crow.
At first, the controls are pretty bad, so you had to rotate to turn, and then you had to go up every time if you want to move forward. And once you got used to that, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
Until 2.
Level 2, yeah. The other players did make it to level 2, but didn't quite pass it. What was the biggest problem that you ran into with that? So the controls were the biggest obstacle. What was the next thing that you ran into that was a wall?
Bullets hurt really bad. And
Yeah,
That's true. Honestly, it's true in real life.
Very true.
What I love is that one of the players picked up a rocket launcher in the first bar.
Yep.
And launched it like point blank at somebody, instantly died. It was fantastic. Yeah, it seems like when you take damage in this game, you take a lot of damage, especially as soon as guns are brought in. And the thing is, like, enemies can aim, but for you to aim a gun is almost impossible.
It's tough.
And then towards the end, I will, like in the middle of that level, after dying like 3 or 4 times, I realized that they would miss if you were ducking, and they would like inch closer to you. So I kind of used that to my advantage.
Oh yeah, I saw that in the first area of the ship. Yeah, you were just ducking, and the guy would wander over, and then you stood up and punch him in the face, and then duck again, and then he's just like, coming a little closer. Do-do-do-do-do. Punch.
And then towards the end, I realized I could use that to like orient myself properly. And then I think towards that last attempt, I got pretty far just because I maintained so much health after that instant gunfight.
Yeah, you made it to the electric wire part and a little bit past that. I'm glad that electricity doesn't work too well against slightly dead people. You know, it hurt, but honestly, I don't think it was even worth trying to figure out how to avoid the electricity. But yeah, this was a pretty fun watch. We had a lot of fun talking about it. If you had a choice, let's go ahead and say between 0 and 10. 0 being never playing this game again. 10 being I absolutely will, might devote my entire life to it because I make bad choices like that. Where would you put this game on that scale?
Probably like a 2 or 3. It wasn't so bad like once you get used to the controls, but it is still a pretty bad game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think I would agree with that. It would be an experience worth having because it's got some things that are somewhat interesting, but I think the bland backgrounds and sort of the repetitive nature of the game make me less interested in it. But still, bearable. Well, I'm thinking that's about all that I have about the game. Before you go, though, Piper, is there anything that you stream these days? And if not, are there any games that you're playing offline that you're absolutely loving?
I've been doing speed seasons that's like hosted by Alpha, so I've been doing LADX right now. So that's mostly what I've been doing.
Okay, Alpha rocks. By the way, I love Alpha 5. Okay, LADX. And do you stream over at your channel? What's your channel so that people can go follow you?
I'm at twitch.tv/YSalmiri. I usually just do like mystery stuff, and I also used to stream Dark Forces 2, which is like a FBI.
Oh, I love Dark Forces 2. I
game.
played that as a kid. It's so good.
Good taste.
Yeah, that's Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Dark Forces is also quite a bit of fun. And then 3 Jedi Academy, whatever, Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Academy.
I learned the speedrun for Jedi Academy at one point. I need to go back and finish it. It's so good. All of those games, honestly, are top tier.
Yeah, there we go. Something in common for all of us. We all love the janky Jedi Dark Forces games. Honestly, I think they're objectively fantastic.
They're great, but this is not good Games of Grande.
So we'll
much
never
to the
have
chagrin
that.
of people like Macaw.
Yeah, honestly. Well, thank you so much, Piper. I'm glad that you came and joined and did extremely well. Best of luck in future matches, and otherwise, take care. Have a great afternoon.
Yep, you too. Thanks for having me.
Have a good one.
Yeah, and see you later, Tempestroll.
See y'all later.
Bye! Everybody, this is Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. That was a lot of fun getting some Saturn action. We are moving on to the second game of the day. I'm going to go ahead and run a quick ad as I do a little preparation, making sure that we have everything set up and right. So be back in 1 minute.